Oh, you guys here again? It is episode number 38 of the Top 5 Scope. Joel Comm here in my home office in beautiful Denver, Colorado, where it's cold outside, but the sun, it is a-shining, and I love it here. Episode number 38 is the top 5 ways to repurpose your Periscope. We've got people joining us from all over the world, Sydney, Barcelona, all points across the United States. I'm glad everybody is here. And today's top 5 scope is actually going to talk about periscoping, which, you know, with the Periscope Summit coming up in San Francisco, if you haven't got your ticket yet, go to periscopesummit.com and get one, because it is going to sell out. I'm delivering the opening keynote there, very excited about it. They're expecting about 1,200 people, and the media is going to be covering it. It's going to be a big, big thing. Periscope is it. Of course, you guys know that because you're here. So, I love creating content on Periscope, and I love the fact that we've got the live audience, that you guys are here right now. This is in the moment, and because you're here, we're sharing this experience together. But many people create their Periscopes, and then it resides for 24 hours as a replay, and then poof, it's gone forever. If you're going to create content that's valuable, there's no reason it shouldn't be evergreen, that it can be used beyond the initial broadcast and beyond the 24-hour replay. And so being a content creator and using using Periscope, I like to think, how can I go beyond that? Certainly, as Roland has noted, using Catch is one way to do it. But what I actually do is a number of things. So I'm going to share with you the top 5 ways to repurpose your Periscope. And these are ways that I use, and there are others that you might come up with as well. So the number one thing I do is I use iCloud. I'm broadcasting to you live on my iPad right now, and when the Periscope is over, I have it automatically default to save the full video to my iPad. Then what I do is, since it's an iCloud, it syncs up, and I go to my MacBook Pro. This is a MacBook Air, I don't know Pro anymore. And I go to iCloud, and I pull down the video that I just recorded. Then I'll pull it into iMovie. I'll chop off all the part at the beginning where I'm greeting everybody and we're having the casual interaction, because that's great for the live scope, but nobody wants to watch that in replay. Shout outs to where people are from and just saying hi. So what I do is I cut right to the beginning. You'll notice my show had a very definite start. Those of you watching the video later, you don't see everything that happened before that. You didn't see the shenanigans that ensued, okay? So I edit out the beginning up until the point that I start the show, and then I chop off at the end if I have any discussion after my official broadcast is done. I'll drop some music on it, which I pull right from iMovie. It's a little track called Playful. I fade it. I start with it coming in at its volume and then fade out, and then I put it at the end and it fades in. And I drop some titles that say Top 5 Scope, the episode number, and the title of the scope. I export that movie to my hard drive, and at the same time, I export it to YouTube. So the number one way I repurpose this finished product, which by the way just takes me a few minutes to edit it, is I upload it to YouTube. Now it resides on my YouTube channel forever, and people can find it there. Number 2 way is I take that YouTube video and I embed it onto my blog at joelcomm.com, and I'll say top 5 ways to repurpose your Periscope. And I'll write a paragraph or two and embed the video from YouTube on my blog, save it, and publish that. Now it resides forever on my blog. For those of you wondering how do you record your Periscope, it's actually in your Periscope settings that you can set it to default to save it to your device. Okay, so number 2, it's embedded on my blog, and now it lives there as content forever. Number 3 way is I take that finished video with the music and the titles, and I upload it to Facebook. Facebook video now gets more views than my YouTube channel gets. When I upload a video to Facebook, it'll get anywhere from, according to Facebook stats, 500 up to, I had one scope I uploaded last week that's had over 6,000 views according to Periscope. To give you an idea of how many views we can get, when I look at my Facebook posts this morning, I posted at, 4 hours ago, Top 5 Scope number 30. This is episode 38 right now. So I'm delayed by about 10 to 14 days. So I uploaded it on Facebook, and right now, episode number 30 that was uploaded 4 hours ago has 669 views. So now it gets comments, now it gets engagement on Facebook, and I'm finding that to be a really powerful way for my content to live on. It is on my personal page, not on my biz page. So that's number 3. Number 4 way to repurpose is something that I just started a little over a week ago. I'm taking the finished video and I've set up a podcast for the Top 5 Scope, which is now on iTunes. So if you go to the iTunes podcast store, look for Top 5, use the number Scope, or just look for my name, and you will see the podcast come up. And by using Amazon S3 and the Blueberry plugin, I have top5scope.com set up on a blog, and it pulls the feeds and automatically uploads them to iTunes, and I set it on a schedule. So now I've got an iTunes podcast from this very same broadcast that I'm doing right now, repurposed. That's way number 4. And way number 5 is to look outside of the properties that I own, like my blog or my social profiles, and using other authority sites, such as LinkedIn Publisher, such as medium.com, and going on there, creating a new article, writing a couple paragraphs, and then putting the YouTube video on there, embedding it one more time. So now my content is showing up all these different ways just from the one live scope that I've done. And that is the top 5 ways that you can repurpose your Periscope. I think it's all really smart to do that. Way number 1, after you've edited it, make sure you edit it. Get rid of the stuff at the beginning, assuming you're doing a show. If you're just getting on Periscope and going blah, 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 I don't know that you're going to want to repurpose it. But if you're creating a show, way number 1, upload it to YouTube. Way number 2, embed it on your own blog and create content there. Way number 3, upload it to Facebook. Way number 4, put the finished podcast and product on iTunes. And way number 5, post it on other authority sites such as LinkedIn Publisher or medium.com. Those are the top 5 ways to repurpose your Periscope. Make sure that their content lives on forever, 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 in perpetuity, if you will. So I hope that's been helpful for you. I'm looking forward to sharing the opening keynote at Periscope Summit. If you go to com.us/PS 2016, you can go and get your ticket for Periscope Summit in San Francisco. Maybe somebody in Periscope, go ahead and type that in for me, com.us/PS 2016. It's going to be an incredible time if you can be there. I'm looking forward to meeting you there. Watch for another Top 5 Scope coming soon to a device near you. From myself, I am at Joel Tom on the Twitters. Please follow me there. Would love your comments if you go to my blog and /contact. Then you can reach out to me for speaking engagements, for brand influencers, or just to say, hey, what's up, Joel? Awesome to see you all. Catch you next time down Periscope.